to Rob about this, and then, Bobby, nobody took this. This is where I'm going to flip this over.
Clark, if you wouldn't mind, they ask you how much this set you buy. I'd like to see if I could rehab it, fix it up, if you wouldn't mind.
There we go. This is suitable to be dropped off the roof.
Shitter was full.
Now it looks more like a mini computer, right? You see that?
My cabinet! How's this shop?
This is all that's left. It used to be a daytime. Look, beautiful artwork. It still has the stereo speakers right here. These are vented hooded speakers. They cost hundreds of dollars.
If that cat had 9 lives, he sure used the last one of them.
There it is. And look, all the stuff's gone. I know you're here to watch the Vanguard video, but I wanted to show you the fact that sometimes our recycled rubbish goes, and some people take
It's all
the
recyclable.
It's all recyclable. Now listen, did you watch the State Fair, the farm show video?
No.
With Rob. Now wait a minute, Rob, you were in it. Robbie, come back here. Rob, come back here. Well, listen.
Making a comment because I didn't watch it.
I know, that's why it's funny. You were in it.
Listen, the rabbit feast. Rob, we're filming.
I'm already cold.
I want to tell them about the rat. Now, if you watch the farm, here's the video,
Can I
like
start
right
a
up
fire,
here.
Clark?
Okay, watch the video, like. But I happen to know that the pink bunny made an appearance while we were covering the rabbits. Do you think would you like to see that real quick, and then we'll go to Vanguard? Lilac, perfectly named. A mini lop, look, it's sort of like the from Winnie the Pooh. Eeyore.
Hey, how come you're petting him and you're not filming me?
Filming? You're kidding.
Well, film me.
Well, what'd you think? Rob, they loved it. They loved it. Are you gonna watch it? Okay, let's go in. We're gonna do. He wants to leave. Well, they loved it. And are you smoking again, Steven?
Always. That's all
Why
I
are
do.
you smoking during my videos?
That's all I do is smoke. I don't do anything else.
Did you at least leave a little bit for me.
I got a little bit for you.
I could take it just like this.
Yeah, you know.
Instantly. You're getting old. You're getting old.
And what are you getting?
Younger. Here, let's do the Vanguard.
Todd needs under the desk.
Hell yeah, I'll be right
Can
there.
you stay me? I need Tom. Now look, Tom. Come up close. This is Vanguard, the game we're featuring. Can you hear that hiss? This has got to be the noisiest game. I remember when we came out.
You're the noisiest person.
And I said to the distributor, I said, this thing just goes like that, just like bad breath, like this.
I can't believe you did that. Turn in your
did.
main card, dude. That's
I
so
did.
bad.
Listen, Centuri, they were on top of the world. You
Top
know.
of the world.
They made this whole list of games. Smash hits. Rip-off cocktail. That was a Century. Did I say Atari? I bet.
You did say Century.
You did say
Centauri. Centauri. I
You said
did.
Centauri.
Okay. Rip-off and Targ. They came out in cocktails, and then Eagle was their first upright. And Phoenix. See, Tom, right now I'm flashing the games up on the screen, and the games are covered.
He knows.
in
He
yellow.
sees them.
See, now watch. Pleiades. Challenger. Roundup. Route 16, which I own. I think it's like one of the greatest games ever made, and it will
I
never
think every
leave.
game is the greatest.
Wait a
game.
minute, my wife will sell it the day after I die. Vanguard, next. That was out in September or October of '81. Then Tunnel Hunt, and then that was neat.
Is
Oh,
that the greatest game ever, too?
I gotta run you. Arcade Jason has a Tunnel Hunt, and he's a big man, and God bless his soul. Here's a shot of him trying to get into his Tunnel Hunt.
Oh, Tunnel Hunt. Oh, cool.
Forget that
Oh, God bless him. I must have laughed for 15 minutes when I saw him do it. And listen, there's a link right to the whole video. No, it's down here. RKJ. Oh, that was so funny. God, it was so funny. Oh. Then there was a game called D-Day I never saw. Locomotion, The Pit, Swimmer, Time Pilot, Gyrus, Munchmobile, Guzzler, Asterak, Track and Field, Mikey, Hypersports, Badlands. I never saw that in Circus Charlie. And then guess what happened? What happened? Bankrupt.
All great games.
Gone. They started out as Allied Leisure. They ended as Centuri, and they're gone. However, they did make between 7,000 and 10,000 of these. We don't know how many they actually made. Come back, let's see if there's a serial number, Frank.
Hi.
There is, but it's all whitewashed. This is the bets and control number. Wait a minute. That is a serial number, probably 7035. That would have been the serial number that the Centuri company had put it in for indoor use only. Marla, you can't leave. Did they tip?
They did.
How much?
20, I was surprised.
$20. Isn't she pretty? You're supposed to.
I didn't show it to be on camera. So.
Hi.
There we go. That's
Bye.
Marla. She's one of my prettier hostesses.
Yeah, but she's nowhere near as pretty as Kurt, which I think
Do I
heard
hear
stumbling
Kurt?
in.
Kurt! Marla, and look, Marla brought back, look what Marla brought back. Pizza Hut pizza left over from the party. And Kurt, we have a slice for you.
You almost ran out of wind there.
Pizza Hut, bang, 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 bang.
Okay, Marla, thank you, baby. Oh, I owe you money.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Jeez. Good cash, these are yours.
Horrible woman. God, she always...
You went from being pretty to a horrible woman. Wow. No wonder you're such a smooth with the ladies.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Kurt, we were talking about this wonderful game. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you... Now, let's show you the back here real quick, and then I'm going to show you something else. 4600 monitor. Still has a beautiful picture.
It's the greatest in the world. Blah, blah, blah,
And then we have the new power supply. And there's the board set. But guess what? I'm going to show you the board set on the bench now. Okay, here is the logic board opened up. Okay. Okay. Our ROMs, VG for Vanguard. Now, do you see this little plate on the top? That's gold. This is actual real gold on that chip, and the same as these two here. I remember when they were scrapping boards, and people would come by and they'd want to buy your boards, especially Space Invaders had these gold chips. They loved them because they were doing stuff with these chips. I wonder, these legs here are probably gold too on the Vanguard. This is that special board. This is the speech board, the speech synthesizer. This has all those wonderful words of wisdom in there. Bon voyage, all programmed into these chips here. Isn't that nice? That's the amplifier and the volume control and the alternate pot. See, they're pointing at this one so you don't fiddle with that one. But we'll still do it. And look, the serial number's been etched in here. 5655. So the SK6 board is your speech, okay? Huh. Well, what do you think? Pretty impressive, huh? Technology of the future. Now, Frank made a good point. If your game isn't talking, when you slide this board in and out of there, this may pop out just a hair and no speech. Because if this is not connected, you'll have no sound. This is just speech. And it inputs it electronically through this cable. I love saying that. So all the wonderful sounds go through here and into the board. So if this board isn't there, you'll have all the sounds, you just won't have any speech. Pretty nice, huh, Frank? Now, are you going to put this back in? Oh, there's some oops things. I got to show you some oops. These are called oops. It's where they discover that they've made some bumbles and jumbles, and they've had to repair them. So they may be fixed on the next board design, or maybe they're not going to. But if you ever see these little wires, they're oops wires. Now, occasionally they're from damage or something, but this is all factory. Do you see how the wires are run under the chips to kind of keep them so they don't get tugged off the chip right off the bat? Isn't that nice? No, it's not nice. The oops wires are never good things, are they, Kurt? Well, let's get back to the game. There we go. Now, was that interesting? Now you see everything on that wonderful board set. That's
From punching Jonathan for saying, Kurt, 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 Kurt.
Kurt, what happened?
Punching Jonathan would be like punching a marshmallow.
That's not from Jonathan.
Was that from digging the stuffing out of the turkey you had the other night?
Brilliant.
All right, listen. Vanguard. We started on Vanguard. We ended. This is going to mark in Canada. We put yellow T-molding on them.
For the colorblind viewers.
We've put new leg levers on the bottom.
we do in every
also
other
drilled
game.
the holes for him. We have to sign it. And the reason we haven't yet, I've got to give him an advance. Look, we are going to do a video on absolutely the most beautiful pinball machine ever made.
I got this.
Oh, good, thank you.
Yep.
This is coming, a very detailed video on an amazing machine. Mark, this is coming. I promised he'd see it this weekend. We have done super extra stuff on this thing.
Super extra?
Super extra. Super.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Everybody
I'm
wants
tired.
to see Vanguard. Come back here. Wait a minute. Come
We
over
saw
here.
Vanguard.
I started with Vanguard. Listen, 3 companies: SNK, Centuri, and also what was the other company? Zachariah. They all released this in one way or another, overseas, etc. And that, believe it or not, Farfel is Zachariah.
I don't believe it.
It was developed, the game is developed by the Toes Corporation. Now, you see how there's a 4-way control, but here there's 4 buttons. You could technically have 2 controls here. You could put sort of like Robotron style, but instead of having the joystick, they have the buttons. So you can cycle through the different things, the different scenes. See, look, SNK and Centauri. We'll put credit.
Bon voyage.
And we have our speech. You can fire. See, all 4 directions. But you can only fire one way at one time.
Attack.
Now, if you go into the darn things that void you, that's the problem. Creeps. See, they're all aggressive. They're all aggressive when you're not. Now listen, he's going to give you a warning. Be careful. Then you know you're about to lose your. Now they get all aggressive again. Creeps. Now, there's, I think, 7 waves. I'm going through the first wave now. Kurt, no! This made me lose. Kurt, people want to see. Now look, up here is the telescreen. Shows me the different parts I'm at. Alright, I'm going to do this just so we can get past. Now, we have a brand new grommet in there from Mark. I like the way it vibrates before it goes. Now, I'm heading up to the...
I bet you do, you perv.
Now, I found out you can park your ass right here,
So where'd they
and
get
you're
this,
pretty safe.
Where'd they get this soundtrack from? Portable?
You know what? When this came out, I thought it was pretty awful. But guess what? Some of the music in the beginning was from Jerry Goldsmith's Star Trek. They said that they took a little snippet of music from that. Goldsmith's.
Rainbow zone.
All right, now we're up to the next zone. Once again, that's the second zone. Now, by the way, you're supposed to kill the Gond. Here I go to the rainbow zone. See where I'm safe over here on this side, except from him. Except from him.
How'd that work out for you?
Now look, to continue play in same position where game ended, insert coin and press start button within 30 seconds. Isn't that nice? So you can continue on your new adventure, the Rainbow Zone.
Sounds like your territory.
Oh no! God. It's kind of neat though. Now, in a home situation, I like the fact that the on-off switch is right up here behind the light. But the problem is, I'm going to finish this game. Nothing. Frank, I'm doing good. that guy was flying too okay, well, anyway. That's neat. The other zooms, let me tell you the other zooms. Then there's the sticks, the stripe zone, the bleak zone, and then the city of mystery, the last zone. And that's where you destroy Gond. He's the evil Gond. It's pretty nice. The yellow T molding.
Again,
This is the
still
original control panel overlay. The original. It's in beautiful condition. We suspect this machine, we got this out of a lady's house who had it a long time. It took an unbelievable 31,000 quarters. Do your math. That's $7,500 cash. The game costs
For 31,000
$2,100.
times that free play button was pushed.
7,500. Divide that in half. What do you have? Got was that 35.50, 37.50, something like that. Anyway, then the guy paid $2,100 for it, so he made himself about $1,600 over a period of, let's say, 4 years.
How do you know he didn't make that in 3 months?
He lost money on it.
Just because you lost money on everything you touched doesn't mean everybody else did.
It wasn't worth buying.
So should we throw it off the roof then?
Anyway, the Centuri games have this wonderful, easy access to the control panel. I want to share this with you because I thought this was like the nicest thing. One, it's a good everywhere. One nut and so easy access to all the controls. Okay, we had this off when they were painting and doing things, but our famous Waco joystick, I always like them. Of course, you leave switch buttons. It can't be easier, can it?
The
Now,
suitcase lashes are easier.
I like the one wing nut system.
I'm sure you do like that one bolt.
Now look, original cash pan and lid, we decided it was important to keep it with the game since it was original. But this
Oh, yeah,
was in
hack would
somebody's
take it out.
cellar for a long time, Frank. What do you think of Vanguard, huh? Nice, huh?
I'm going to get 10 calls for them on Monday.
Well, we have one more in the warehouse, Frank. One more. I don't know the history of it, but side art on this is just extraordinary. It's near perfect. Stephen only had to do the littlest bit of touch up on it. Just a little bit. I don't even know where he did. Very nice. Anyway, well now, Frank, we have time to share with you a email I got. It's from Clifford. I want to thank you for the advice and ruler trick on the MCR Midway boards. My tapper was having screen sprites, and I worked on it after looking at your video. The game now works perfectly. Thank you so much for the advice. If I'm ever in need of a new game, I will contact you first. I don't think he will, but... Well, Cliff was watching video 682. Okay? 682 shows you how you can, without taking those 3 sets of boards apart, how you may be able to fix a sprite issue. So watch it. It's one of my Todd's tips. Frank, I'll have the link at the end too. And lastly, before we close for the night, I have to share with you pictures from Fraser Smith. He was visiting me from England, flew his family down to Walt Disney World. He took a plane and came up to TNT while he left his family down there. It's a great video. There's the video link. I'll have that at the end too. Really a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. But listen, I gotta tell you, notice he has the John's Arcade t-shirt on. John's Arcade. He hasn't visited me yet. But when John went to England to the Nintendo Sky Skipper video game, Fraser was there, and he was wearing his TNT shirt. And he hugged John. So I thought that was cute. John, why don't you visit me? Do you know what kind of a great video we'd make? What do you think, Frank? Mm-hmm. Be a little more enthusiastic.
It won't be that good because you'll be in it.
No!
All right, I'm done.
John, listen, we're going to have fun. Wait a minute. John, you got to come and visit. I'll take it. I'll tell you what, we'll meet at Daddy Pop's for breakfast, right?
Daddy Pops, Daddy Pops, Daddy Pops.
I'll take you to Pizza Hut for dinner. Pizza Hut, okay?
Can't see it from here.
We'll
Go
have
eat a piece
We'll have a
for me.
lot of fun. Look at all. Look, Centipede's getting new cider. We got a Stargate going out. We got a lot to do, Frank. Will we get it all done in time for Christmas? Good night.